All right, hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. As things have stand, I am alone in the studio, and our dear friend Yash is at home with I don't know some mystery illness.
Yeah.
What's up, Yash? Are you so sick after watching Manchester United beat Liverpool?
No, I've taken antibiotics after a long time, so I'm enjoying the high.
Oh God. Any pharma company, you can approach our marketing team. We are here to promote drugs. And the guy who was anti-Glazer on Monday evening and he was pro-Glazer by Monday night, our dear friend Manav Madan, what's up?
Hi Saruya, hi Yash. I'm
Hello.
doing very well.
Manav is so proud, yes, that he has a poster of Theatre of Dreams behind him.
It's actually a flag, but yeah, I'll take a poster also.
Yeah, whatever. So, but I was actually very disappointed because we witnessed an amazing game
Yeah.
of the club I support right now, Newcastle, and I thought that will be the talk of the weekend. But no, never. The Manchester United, this dirty club, they are always in the news for good, bad, ugly, everything. So let's start with that. I'm assuming none of you expected this victory, right?
I was actually expecting a draw, so yes, I was not. Victory was out of the picture actually.
Okay, and yes, were you expecting a dominant performance?
No, not at all, man. I was ready to accept a defeat and say the season starts now. So this was a pleasant surprise.
I saw a few episodes of All or Nothing Arsenal on the weekend, and same thing happened with them last season. No, they lost to I think Brentford.
First
in the
3 games
first
they lost.
match. Yeah, first 3 games they lost, and then their 2
Mhm.
tough fixtures. So I was also imagining that kind of scenario. मैं कहा, तो हमारे साथ भी यही होने वाला है. But yeah, got
Man.
out of the woods.
Yeah, but it's amazing. A lot of things about that match. I mean, obviously half was choreographed, which was Casemiro and all of that, and the other half, I was reading some stats here, which is crazy that against Brentford they ran 95 kilometers as a team, but as a team against Liverpool they ran 113 kilometers, and Ten Hag made like really bold calls. I mean, I'm sure Cristiano on the bench was not that bold because he's done it already twice, but getting Maguire off, Shaw off, and these 2-3 changes, supposedly the team runs like 18 kilometers more now.
So I think the start of that was after the Brentford game. I think they ran some 13.7 kilometers less than Brentford on the next day, which is Sunday, which is supposed to be a day off. He had everyone run those extra kilometers to sort of, as in, you have not done your job, you cannot be outrun. So I think that was really symbolic because I don't think 14 kilometers is much for professional footballers. But yeah, he made a lot of bold calls. Literally to drop Luke Shaw as well and start Tyrell Malacia in such a big game. It was quite surprising, and even his formation was surprising. Like Anthony Ilanga is left-footed, and you generally see left-footed inverted wingers these days. But probably he saw something. He saw an area to exploit because Trent goes so far up. So instead of having a player who cuts back on his right to exploit the width to play Ilanga there. So yeah, they played to a plan. Is what we observed.
Wow, Mano, how happy were you seeing? Like, oh, we are playing to a plan, and how easily they got through Liverpool's backline. It just seemed like they were playing a championship team at one point.
Yeah, I mean, there was this interview of Ten Hag with Neville and Carragher, which was released on Sky just before this match. And thing is, they were discussing there also that what was your plan against Brentford? So Ten Hag says, my plan against Brentford was long balls. And Carragher says, but we didn't see any long balls versus Brentford, right? Because every time Martinez was passing to De Gea, De Gea was looking for Eriksen in the middle, and then you were stuck because of the Brentford press. Yes, that's the issue. De Gea couldn't go for long balls because our players were not in the right positions or one thing or the other. He had to go for a short ball, and we were not prepared for that, and they were very well prepared for that.
What?
Against Liverpool, I doubt if there was even one short goal kick which was taken. Every time De Gea was going long, there were players in the right position. United was winning, if not the first, second ball, and everything was being constructed from there. So
Wow.
there was a plan and it worked
It was
in
the
this
Jose
match.
Mourinho way of playing. Get the keeper to hoof the ball up. Wow, who knew that the Dutch way is equal to the Mourinho way, Yash?
Yeah, without a tall Peter Crouch or
Yeah.
somebody up
But
there or a
I
Zlatan.
mean, even this team also did it when Ole was there, man. I mean, every time United had a free kick, I used to say to myself, this is a throw in for the other team in the other half.
Oh, that way.
The guy is just going to woof it outside. But yeah, this time, I think another place that they targeted was that Rashford against Robertson. Although Rashford is not great at heading, he's just taller than Robertson. So that was one area they targeted with their goal kicks. And not that goal or anything came off it, but at least, the ball stayed with United in their possession when
Wow.
it came to goal kicks.
Okay, enough of trying to be intellectual about this game. Like we understand this
Mhm.
whole thing. So let's get to some things which I noticed,
Right.
which is Cristiano Ronaldo ignored Jamie Carragher.
Yeah.
Stormzy ignores Jamie Carragher. Casemiro ignores Jamie Carragher. What, dude? That was so funny. I mean,
Mm.
the whole thing when Carragher is like looking so eagerly trying to shake Ronaldo's hand and he just moves past him. Is there a history between these guys? Why is he ignoring Jamie Carragher?
No, I mean it was just, of course, part of it was banter, but yeah, otherwise also Ronaldo was just busy meeting Keane and Neville, and he didn't even meet the presenter also, so to say. So yeah, I mean he was just meeting his old pals from Man United,
Dude,
His
Carragher,
mentors.
Carragher was in between the two people he wanted to meet. As a human being, Mano, if you're going somewhere and you meet someone, you at least say hi.
it's the India Pakistan of England. You don't say hi to Wasim Akram standing in between I don't know Kapil
I
Dev and MS Dhoni.
I have literally seen every player say hi, speak to them, and everything. So what are you going on about?
No, but the thing is that we can understand Urdu. I don't think other Englishmen can understand Scouse or Portuguese people.
Oh God! All right. There was one more thing: the Casemiro presentation and his interview. He said, "I've come here to win, not for the money or whatever. I need to win the Premier League." I've heard this from Willian before when he joined Arsenal. So you think that's where it's going to go?
Hopefully, I mean, missing puzzle would be an understatement because I don't even remember the last time we signed a defensive midfielder.
Oh,
Was it
man.
Morgan Schneiderlin? I don't know,
Oh,
but who played
Schweinsteiger.
like, yeah, who played like 10 matches for us. But yeah,
Casemiro is such a serious player that people are not going for the obvious pun and calling him Casemiro.
Oh God! Or Kashmir. He's Kashmir of defensive midfielders. Oh yeah. Now that we're talking about Casemiro, did you see Graham Souness has a problem with Casemiro? Supposedly, it is. Graham Souness said, "What is Casemiro? He's like, who goes to Bernabeu to watch Casemiro play?" Like,
God.
and he just went on about Casemiro not being a good player, which is so stupid, right?
Yeah. No, but I support such bad analysis by ex-pros because that's the reason why we exist, right? Because they at a certain age, they just don't understand football. They just come up with this random crap like this. So, yeah. Ta raison d'être.
Yes. Oh, yes. So please, Sunes, continue with this.
Continue.
in that Sky interview, there was also a discussion where Carragher was trying to push his way into Ten Hag's head by saying, "Why did you sign Lisandro Martinez? He's so short to be a central defender. You could see Brentford exploited him, this, that, etc." I mean,
Yeah,
Ten
I, I
Hag,
I put out a tweet which you liked, Mano. Like I am the
yes, I
influencer.
retweeted also.
Yes, exactly. I mean, as Yash says, this is the reason why we exist to call out such bullshit, right? No
Yeah.
one's called out Puyol, Cannavaro, and I was just checking the height of other defenders. Like they're like 2, 3
Ayala.
Yeah, dude, there's so many. Like, what are you saying?
And
Just because a shorty is there, they'll just keep passing the ball long, and the short fellow won't realize what's going on.
and then Neville says, "So why was he the only one whom you took off at halftime?"
Huh.
And there was one more player. Ten Hag says, "If I could, I would have subbed all 11 of them."
Yeah, but that is the standard answer. Like,
Yeah.
we've heard from other managers before.
But yeah, Sarubia, what I mean to say, it was a very bold decision to start Martinez against Liverpool. If you have taken somebody off at half time and Varane Maguire did not concede a goal in the second half versus Brentford, I would have expected both of them to start the match, but he dropped Maguire and started Martinez. That was a very, very bold call.
Yeah,
And
but
he was the man of the match.
yeah, but I mean, to see it very in a very pragmatic way, Nunez was not playing, and Firmino has scored last his goal in like 2018 or something. So you would have assumed ki chalo theek hai, whatever.
Yeah,
All
fair
right.
enough.
Yeah, so it's not that was not a bold call because I think news was coming out. Anyway, we are just doing too much of Manchester United talk. The last thing is I saw a Mark Goldbridge tweet, who is our visionary, our guru, and everything, and he said this is what happens all the time: one victory and one signing, and after the victory, the Glazers now we are pulling out of all the deals. What is going on? Yes, is that true? Like there were like a
What?
host of like 8 names linked to United supposedly, and now they are pulling out
No,
of two, three deals.
I think a lot of money to pay for an unproven guy. And I mean, even before this victory, we were linked to a whole bunch of players who haven't come yet. So I don't think this win has much to do with whatever happens in the transfer market.
Acha. Okay, but why did United fans throw stuff at a bus of children or something? Like, is that way of saying no to Glazer? What is that? Like, just don't go to the stadium, no? Like, isn't it that simpler to hit Glazer's pockets?
I don't know.
Says the two fans who will not go to Old Trafford this season.
No, isn't Manav going?
No, I think it's a half-hearted, I would say, a boycott or whatever you call them. The people who are asking to boycott are wearing this season's jersey. I mean, I mean, how contradictory can things be? I mean, yeah.
All right, moving on. The game of the weekend. Undoubtedly, we didn't think this would be the game of the weekend, but Yash, your divided loyalties.
Yes.
And my complete loyalty towards Newcastle was vindicated on the weekend when we pulled off an amazing 3-all draw against Manchester City. You know what they're talking in Newcastle right now? Can we actually reach top 4? Can we win the league this season? They've already reached that level, the fans.
Man, this giddiness needs to be tempered. It was a fantastic performance to pull off a 3-all draw, and that too after going 1-0 down was great. So let's just stick to talking about it rather than league trophies and all that.
All right, first thing, Alain Saint-Maximin. I mean, he is such a frustrating player because all he does is whenever you give the ball, he tries to like dribble, do something. He'll never pass, but he's learned how to cross, Mano. He's attempted some crosses. He knows when to dribble. He's actually improved as a player, which is quite scary. If he can even show 90% of what he showed against City, I think Newcastle will be in top 4-5 easily.
I saw the highlights of the match. I didn't see the match, but I mean, there were always two City players on him. And even then, they didn't have any answer for his trickery. So, yeah, that was just amazing to see.
And yes, Almiron, our resident golem.
Oh, such vindication now. I mean, such a slap on the face of a certain. Last year's who's their 100 million signing? England guy, apna.
Oh, Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish.
Totally blank. So, don't you remember in the City celebrations last year? He said that Bernardo was playing like Almiron, then he got taken off, and that's how we came back.
Really?
It became a big deal. It became such a big deal that I think City played some other team in the friendly, and another Argentine player kicked Grealish and said, "This is for Almiron."
Yes, come on.
so this Almiron thought is a big deal. So no matter, I mean, I know it was a very clumsy looking goal that he scored.
Wait, hold on. Almiron played a good game, but the guy, right? He missed an open goal just before he scored the goal. He was just.
All over the place.
And our friend Kumar Kanav on WhatsApp is like, here we go again, Almiron, and then all the words, choicest words. But then he somehow put his groin in place for the ball to go through and he scored. But overall, his play was good. And we pulled off this victory without Jonjo Shelby, right?
Hey, let's not call this a victory, man.
It was as good as a victory for us. So we pulled off this victory without Jonjo Shelby. We had Matt Targett injured. So Dan Burn had to play in the left, right? Otherwise, Matt Targett would have probably supported Saint-Maximin more. We don't have a striker, but thank God for Chris Wood.
Unlike Almiron, Wilson had a fantastic finish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, what was that goal?
Yeah,
that was
man. Brilliant.
Yeah, and then Trippier obviously doing Trippier things and proving to the world
why he's what a free kick was that. Outrageous. I mean, I would never have expected him to go to the keeper's right from there.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Yeah, it was a great performance by Newcastle, and I think Eddie Howe deserves a lot of credit for where the club is right now. And yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, Dan Burn and Trippier were the only new signings, right, on the pitch. It's pretty
Bruno
much the.
Gumaresh.
Oh yeah,
Bruno,
and okay, yeah, Bruno is. I mean, you need a world class player at least to pull off that
And the
performance.
keeper, right, Nick Pope?
oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
He
Nick
was so
Pope.
good.
So
He
okay,
made
let
a
me
couple of
rephrase.
brilliant
Like
saves.
60% of the team was the same team that was in the previous ownership, but still,
Yeah.
it feels like a completely new team with new spirit and
Correct. And
very
Bruno
competitive.
Bruno got a yellow card within the first 5 minutes of the game. So to have the discipline to not get a yellow card against this bloody tricker
True.
tricky City players who will dive at anything, right? So yeah, that was a great thing. It's just that the bench strength was exposed and they couldn't hold on to the 3-1 lead. But we expect City to.
Saruya, how good was that assist by De Bruyne?
Oh,
Oh my
man,
God. For the
yeah.
third goal, I mean, that was, I think, the assist of the
Yeah,
season for
but
me so
De
far.
Bruyne, didn't he give one more assist in the earlier of the season? He's a class player, man.
Yeah.
He's
Keeps
the
reminding us.
yeah, he's the best player of City by far, right? And we have news now, Yash, that
Yeah.
Alexander Isak is going
Yes.
to come into Newcastle. I thought the deal was off. I didn't think I never thought he was a great player, but apparently now the ownership decides this is
He's
what it is.
not. Yeah, so I mean, again, the fee seems steep, but now that the world knows that Newcastle United have money, they're going to charge this much because this fellow what played for Sociedad hasn't ever scored 20 goals in a season in his life. But I mean, it's okay. Sociedad is a decent La Liga team. Most La Liga players do well in the Premier League, and
Yeah.
almost anyone is better than Chris Wood, as we have found out. And Wilson is well injured again. He's an elder statement, so we can't rely on him. So we need a focal point at Newcastle to to finish off those chances. So yeah,
Correct. So now
we can take a chance.
We have Wilson, Isaac, and then we have Ryan Fraser.
Yeah, but he's not a striker. No, he's
Ryan Fraser, then Saint Maximin we
right.
have, and then we have Joe Willock,
Oh
the most
God!
unsuspecting superstar of the team, Joe Willock, man.
But it's been a while since Willock did like something
Uh,
incredible, right?
Incredible. He played against City. I mean, imagine
Ha.
that was incredible enough.
From a goal scoring point of view, unlike a couple of seasons back when he came on loan and
Yeah.
sort of scored 8 in 8 or whatever.
Yeah, it's quite good. I'm very happy to be supporting Newcastle at this moment, and I know that
Of course you will be.
Yeah, I know they're not going to win the Premier League for at least next 4, 5, 6 years. That's for sure because it seems the Saudi PIF they don't want to spend money like how the Man City guys did, and they want to go about slowly. And they're actually proving in many ways by taking their time in every decision. They'll probably reach an inflection point when they reach Champions League. But yeah, so this is a long-term commitment which I have towards my Newcastle brethren, and hopefully, we can win one trophy here and there, and then get into Champions League. We'll see what happens there. All right, team which is spending money and losing 3-0 to Leeds, Manav, take over, say whatever you have to.
I mean, where to start? I don't know. Because
Keeper.
the Leeds press was so good. It was better than the Brentford press against Man United. First thing. Second, what a howler by Mendy. What was he thinking? I mean,
Did Mendy ever in an interview say my hero is David De Gea?
no, but De Gea has never made such error. At least I cannot recall him making such a stupid error.
Yeah,
But
oh,
yeah, I mean, he has made different sort of errors, like the one against Brentford, but not like just giving the ball into the.
That just
feet
said
of
De
the
Gea's
opposite
dribbling is
pressure.
better.
huh.
Yes. Their dribbling is better. And yeah, I mean, what form Rodrigo is in, like we saw him doing this in Spain, and finally with Bamford injured, he's doing it day in, day out, or week in, week out in the Premier League. A brilliant header from the set piece.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
America
What's up?
soccer 1, football nil. Is that the score line here?
I don't know. It's just a reply to all the people who are calling him Ted Lasso, I guess.
Which Ted
And-
Lasso also won. Did
Yeah.
he win a championship?
God knows, man. But,
yes, he did. So
right.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, so Marsh has really proved against a big team that, at least when they are in the doldrums, he can set up his team well and play. We saw when Bielsa was around that this Leeds team can run and stuff.
yeah.
And when there are goals on the platter that are offered, and when they're on top of the game, they can be a dangerous team.
All right. What's up with Chelsea? They're imploding. Now they're buying Everton players. Imagine how bad it's come to. They're like bidding for Who bids for Everton players in this season? There was one
Yeah.
guy, Richarlison, which Spurs took. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should take a break right now. So let's just leave it at that. Chelsea have a lot of stuff to sort out. So after the break, let's talk about our player of the weeks and the games which we are looking forward to on the weekend. So stay tuned to Football Twaddle. All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Manchester United represent Manav is here.
Hanji Saruya.
And we have a United represent, either Newcastle or Manchester, depending on the occasion. Yes.
What's up?
All right, let's go with the player of the week. Let me choose mine, Saint Maximin. He is my player of the week. I think he was a player of the weekend. He's the player of the first 3 weekends. And I may be getting carried away, but I think he is the player of the year as well. So yes, there we go. And I read a rumor that Manchester United are eyeing Saint Maximin. Like, what the hell? There's no joy is like, all the joys are short lived when there's Manchester United in the picture. Why are they ruining this dream for us?
I think it's
No,
just
I
a rumor,
think-
man. It's as bad
Yeah.
as being linked to Rabiot.
All right. Okay, that's my player of the week. Yash,
I'm gonna say Lisandro Martinez for
being short and
shot and throwing a good punch at Carragher, figuratively, and of course making a goal line save, kicking Salah, and almost scoring an own goal.
Oh yeah.
It happened. Everything happened.
I thought you would give, I thought you would give to Bruno Fernandes for catching the ball and not giving it back to Salah for like some 14 minutes. What was why didn't he get a yellow card for that?
He was
I-
already on a yellow.
So yeah,
At that
he should
time.
have got a yellow for that. Come on.
He should have. He definitely should have. He had dived in the box before, so he got the first yellow for that. And this second yellow, I think he was the captain, so it didn't come. If it was any other player, it would have come, I think.
That is so unfair. This is like Trippier kicking
It is.
De Bruyne. This is like Trippier kicking De Bruyne on the knee and saying that I didn't mean it, so it's just a yellow. Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah.
Lisandro Martinez, yes, player of the week.
No, but
Mana-
I don't understand why this sort of scuffle happens. I mean, maybe this is because it was at Old Trafford, but if it was the other way around, couldn't the team just go to a ball boy, get another ball, and place it on the center circle? I've always wondered about all this nonsense.
Oh yeah. Wait, no. Here's the thing, right? So when Salah scores the goal, everyone runs towards Salah. So there's no one near the ball boy, right? So but then for them
Okay.
to run back from there to the ball boy and take the ball and throw it in the center, probably
why
it's too
would-
cumbersome.
And why would the Old Trafford ball boys give a
No,
ball
exactly.
for
Yeah,
this?
exactly. So that's fine. But maybe if the scenario was reversed, I hope some
Yeah.
coach manages. If the home team is chasing, the coach should tell,
Yeah.
stop all this wrestling, get the ball from the ball boy, place it in the center.
You think
But I've never seen that happen. I've never seen anyone do that while chasing a
No,
game.
I think there must be some rule that the ball is still sort of in place. You have to use the same football. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
We should
I
do
don't
some
know.
research
See,
about this.
We need
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho to pay off all the opposition ball boys. I think that is the next level in football evolution, where ball boys are so rich because they're just taking cash from others. Anyway, Manav, your player of the week.
Cyril Malasia.
Abey,
I
yaar,
think
I
he
mean,
was-
give us non-Manchester United name. It was not like, okay, Liverpool were quite bad, so you can't just like add everyone and say it was that great also.
No, actually, Malasia was very good, but since you're insisting, then I'll go with Rodrigo. from
Okay, fine.
Leeds.
So
Yeah.
Rodrigo / Malaysia. That's how your Twitter post is going to come. Manav couldn't
Okay.
decide between these two guys. All right. Matches which you're going to watch on the weekend. So,
I think Manchester United take on Southampton. That will be an important game. It's the first game of the weekend, and I mean, United can be back to square one if they don't capitalize on this win. So yeah,
really, Southampton, Manchester United is your
yeah,
game.
dude.
Yeah, because it's this weekend has most of the games are very boring.
Okay.
Everybody would be watching the Belgian GP and India Pakistan. So anyway,
No, we are there, no? We are the true connoisseurs. Manav,
Of
what are
course.
you going to watch?
Arsenal versus Fulham.
Mitrovic. We didn't speak
London,
about him.
I'm filling in for my friend Baru. London derby.
London derby,
Choosing the
yeah.
obvious London derby. Yeah.
I have a feeling Fulham's either going to pull off a draw or a victory, and Mitro is going to score at least 1 or 2 goals. It's too
Yes.
good to be like Arsenal top of the table after 3 games. I mean, it's just like it doesn't even sit well with me. So Yeah, I think Fulham's going to win. What do you think is going to be the score?
I think Fulham 3-1.
Wow, optimistic. Yash, what's your score for Manchester United versus Southampton?
I think Manchester United are going to win 3-1.
Everyone's winning 3-1. I'm going to choose Juventus versus Roma
Oof.
because this is the first time they'll play this season, and Mo is already like Forza Genie and all because Wijnaldum is injured and even Zaniolo got injured. But yeah, it's a good time to take them on and try and beat them. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Roma victory because
Right.
in spite of Smalling being our rock, we do let out occasional goals. Yeah, that is going to be so much fun. There's so much foot sports this weekend. Like Formula One is back. There's India. I didn't even know there was an India Pakistan match till our friend like started posting on Twitter. We interviewed this guy, that guy. Like what tournament is this?
Asia Cup.
Asia Cup.
Really?
So they're
like,
playing this Sunday, and they're very likely to play the next Sunday also.
why? What's next Sunday?
The final.
Why is
Semi-final
Bangladesh?
or
Why is
something.
Bangladesh not going to play? There's a semi-final in Asia Cup with 4 teams.
I think so. No, I think there are 6 teams. There is Afghanistan and Sri Lanka also.
Yeah. No, I meant Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. Fine, there's Afghanistan, which is the 6th team.
UAE?
They're playing the entire tournament to eliminate Afghanistan. that is so stupid. And
No,
they
they're playing the entire tournament to give Rashid Khan some international exposure.
exposure. Dude, he's only international player. Anyway, yeah, I think Virat Kohli is going to score a century. He's playing now.
Come on.
Nah, no, not happening in a T20.
Wait, Asia Cup is a T20, not a 50 over format.
Yes.
Did they change that as well?
They modified the version. They modify the version depending on which year it is. So last time it was 50 over. The one before that was 20 over. This year, because they have T20 World Cup, so they have modified it to 20 over.
God,
Actually, the qualifiers are going on for the, I think, the 5th, 6th, or I don't know, the 7th.
Is Cambodia in the qualifiers?
Yes.
Today Hong Kong beat Kuwait by 8 wickets. So Hong Kong is in the mix.
So you are excited.
Come on, home team.
I think all this means is that we have to listen to the Edges and Sledges podcast on IBM Network. Otherwise, what's the
absolutely.
point? Wait, it's a great podcast. Manav, you've heard few episodes of Edges and Sledges.
Yeah, I mean, that helped me through COVID. So,
wow. I didn't know they had healing powers, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, now that we're talking about other sports, Formula One, is Max going to win?
Max, the championship or this race?
Championship, he will win this race.
Actually, this race may again get washed away because the forecast for the weekend is very rainy, and last year Spa didn't happen, the race.
All right.
So we may just get a free practice session or something and not a complete race.
All right, but the forecast for us is just too much sport, so just keep enjoying.
Happy days.
Yeah, it's great. It's just amazing when all the sports are like the world seems normal. And if Southampton beat Manchester United, it will seem blissful. So yeah, on that note, Yash, hopefully you recover on the weekend and we can try and meet.
Yes.
And Manav, if you want to fly down to India to watch the race, let me know.
Yeah, I wish.
All right, on that note, this is Saru signing off. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.